and just in and out of jail and other rehabs, or either out on the street. I left my home so that I could stay out where the cocaine was.
My son was killed on January the 7th of this year. His name was Trenton. He was 7.
Got in with the wrong crowd, started off with just smoking pot and drinking, and by 16 I was snorting cocaine, dancing, stripping, you know.
I was abused when I was between 6 and 12 years old, and I got involved in drugs and alcohol, and I started drinking real heavily, and I was downtown one evening and I was raped.
I had a place, I had a wonderful job, made good money, but I had got to the point at the end of my addiction to where it really didn't matter if I went to work. It didn't matter. The only thing that mattered was making sure I had enough to drink.
I've lost about 6 or 7 people that were real close to me, and some of them were violent deaths, and I just couldn't imagine somebody telling my mom that I was dead.
Economic and abusive situations, addictions, and the inability to work have brought on many of the new homeless. Single women and mothers with children are the fastest growing segment of the homeless population.
In Nashville alone, more than 2,300 people are on the streets or in homeless shelters, a third of them women and children. A bright spot of hope for those in need is the Nashville Rescue Mission.
From the beginning, the mission provided warm beds, hot meals, clean bathrooms, and biblical guidance, as well as long-term treatment for those with addictions and life-debilitating problems. In the 60s, a growing concern for the number of women and children on the streets of Nashville saw the creation of a shelter for women and children on the 2nd floor of the men's mission. Eventually, the women's shelter was relocated to Rosa L. Parks Boulevard with the creation of the Family Life Center and the Hope Center.
And I needed a place where I could bring my 3.5-year-old. And it's been really good for both of us so far. I asked God to put me where He wanted me, not where I wanted to go.
Being pregnant, there's not too many places that you can go being pregnant, and I wanted something that was Christian-based.
I felt welcome when I came here, like I came somewhere that God wanted me to be.
I mean, it's just a good living facility. They have a place for my child.
The children really add a whole different dimension to the program too. It's really, in my opinion, a big part of the ministry here.
I was really just looking for a place to live, and it gave me a reason to live.
Along with numerous men's ministries, the Nashville Rescue Mission offers women and children programs that include transient ministry, Family Life Center, Hope Center, Life Recovery Ministry, transitional housing, and education. Transient ministry is truly an open-door rescue mission. Length of stay is not limited, and encouragement is given to enter the Life Recovery Program or find meaningful employment. Through God's grace, the Family Life Center currently provides Christian support and guidance to an average of 130 guests per night.
In my life out there was a lot of different people that needed help and shelter and things like that. And this place is wonderful, but it's not big enough. Yes, we need more restrooms for sure, and like more bed space.
The Hope Center is a biblically based 7-month residential recovery program for women suffering from alcohol and drug addiction or other problems such as abuse or prostitution. Counselors of the Hope Center work with guests to build up spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional strengths as stepping stones to better relationships and ultimate recovery.
My counselor, God is truly working through her.
Once you get to the issues and they start working through those layers, and those layers of problems start coming off, then they start turning into the person God made for them to be.
They prioritize things. You get your priorities back and know what life's all about. The number one thing is God.
They love you. You know, the people here love you no matter. And you think, because you've been to the lowest of low and done the dirtiest of deeds through your life. And I mean, they help rebuild yourself.
Education is the key to a better life, and the Nashville Rescue Mission provides women in the life recovery programs opportunities to improve their academic and employment skills. Guests work towards their GED certification or are taught basic math and literacy. Following graduation from the Hope Center, women and their children can move into transitional housing, provided the space is available.
Transitional housing is so important. It actually really is the next step of not trying to relapse into your addiction.
If they can go into the transitional housing, because that gives them an extended period of time that they still have accountability, they still have some counseling, they have certain rules and guidelines still to live by.
It's really heartbreaking because I've seen several mothers that really needed somewhere to go, and we just haven't had the space to do it.
With so much opportunity and hope, and yet an ever-increasing need, the time is now for building up women and children, transforming lives. This 3-year plan will provide for the following: construction of a transitional house for women who complete the Life Recovery Program, the expansion of the Family Life Center to house over 200 women and children, including older sons, further growth of the Hope Center, providing 18 additional beds for women and children.
Literally, thousands of people, written off in society's eyes, have found the mission and found new life. Dollar for dollar, your charitable efforts are effective in reaching a person needing help. Regarding numbers, well, the success of the mission is counted in lives restored, not money in the bank.
I can show these girls that no matter what you've done, there's a way out.
This place has taught me to stand up and speak up for myself and not to run away from things that I'm afraid of.
If it wasn't for Gateway, I know I would be dead today. The Hope Center has helped me by giving me a new chance at life, and for my daughter also.
But I'm just glad that there is a place, a Hope Center, you know, for us ladies.
In August, I'm going to Nashville State, and my hope is to get into social work and help children.
I just feel like I've got a chance now to help somebody else since they've helped me.
My goal is to be a counselor here. I don't want to go nowhere. I want to stay right here at the Hope Center with the Nashville Rescue Mission. I want to give back what's been given to me.
Thousands of lives have been changed through the warmth and protection of this center. With our help, thousands more will grow and flourish when they walk through the center's doors. It's a mission that is transforming lives for the kingdom and for our community.